my name is Lauren Fiala, and today we're going to talk about Chardonnay from Ohio. We're going to talk about a brief history of the actual grape itself, and then we are going to talk about what makes this grape such a winemaker's grape. Chardonnay is one of the noble grape varieties, and it is one of the most famous planted in the world. Its name means place of thistles, and its heritage dates back to the Middle Ages in a small village in Macon, France. Its parents are said to be Pinot grape and nearly extinct Gouais Blanc. Famous examples of Chardonnay are Chablis, Corton Charlemagne, and Montrachet, which all come from Burgundy, France. What makes these wines so different from one another? Aging Chardonnay in barrels makes a huge impact to the flavor profile. Oak barrels are considered the winemaker's spice rack, adding flavors of vanilla, coconut, coffee, mocha, and sometimes a smoky characteristic too. Chardonnays are often described as having a creamy character to them, which is imparted from malolactic fermentation. Malolactic fermentation is the process of converting malic acid, which is the acid in an apple, and converting it to lactic acid, which is the type of acid that's in milk. During the aging process, some wineries use the dead yeast, which falls to the bottom of the barrel and is called lees, to add another layer of creaminess to the texture of the wine, as well as adding a nutty bread and yeast component as well. We're going to taste through 4 different wines from Ohio today, and we're going to use the Acanto line from Riedel Glassware so that they're all equal. But I did want to show you the Riedel Extreme for Chardonnay that they have out there. You'll notice that it's got a wide opening, which allows for all those aromas, those really rich aromas, to really present themselves and lift out of the glass. But it's in such a way that it keeps the wine from actually getting too concentrated. So even though this looks like a red wine glass, this is a very good Chardonnay glass. So if you like drinking Chardonnay, this might be a glass that you might want to look into. We're going to start with the unoaked wine of Chardonnay from Lorello Vineyards. And this wine, sometimes you can mistake it for Pinot Gris because the apple, the pear, the citrus that you get in here. And even the color itself is a little bit on that kind of lemon green versus what we're going to see later on. And this wine has no ml in it, so you don't get that creaminess. And there's very limited lees contact as well. So this is a very good summer wine to drink. It still has a nice full body to it. The next wine we're going to taste is the Harper's Field Fût de Chêne, which is aged in American oak, partially new and partially old. It has natural ml that occurs in the bottle, and they get their actual barrels themselves from a cooperage in Kentucky that's called Canton. This wine definitely has those warm, toasty characteristics to it, but it is not overly oaky. So this is a great example of Ohio-grown Chardonnay, and it is aged in barrel for 18 months to 2 years. Next wine that we're going to taste is the North Coast Cellars, which is Buccia Winery, and this is in Conneaut, Ohio, where the fruit comes from as well. This is 100% new oak, new American oak, and it is lightly toasted. So the toasting level gives this a whole different feel than the next wine that we're going to taste, the Laurentia, which is in more of a medium toast. This light toast, it has a whole different feel to it. It's spicy, but it is not over the top, and it is aged on the lees as well, so you get that creaminess and you get that full ml. So again, you get this kind of buttery characteristic where you didn't see it in the first one. And it has a little bit more tropical notes to it. And Laurentia, which is located in the Grand River Valley, this is our final wine today. This is their Reserve Chardonnay, and you can tell a difference in the lighting and in the coloring between these two wines. This one's definitely lighter than the final one that we're going to look at. This one is aged in new oak, and it is medium toast, and it is American oak as well, with some lees contact. So you definitely can get, in this one, you're going to get more of that oaky characteristic. You're going to get that creaminess, but you're also going to get that nice warm baking spice, like something like opening up your cupboard and getting all of those nice aromatics of all your spices.
For more information on how to get these wines that we tasted today, please go to ohiowines.org and press on the winery. If you would like to try more Chardonnays from around Ohio, please take a look at these wines as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to talking about Pinot Gris with you next time.